A day after some pretty intense political drama erupted in Tamil Nadu over the leader of the opposition, Udayanithi Stalin's controversial remarks, the opposition has kept the heat on the ruling TVK as the Vijay government tabled its very first budget today. The Finance Minister N. Marie Wilson presented the budget in the Assembly, and major announcements included the Unveils scheme, under which 8 grams of gold coin and a silk sari will be provided to brides. The free breakfast will be provided in all government schools till class 8. The budget also focuses on skill training, with the government pledging AI skills training to 5 lakh students by the year 2031. 1 lakh job seekers will also be provided skills training in the state. Additional coaching classes have also been announced for students preparing for competitive examinations. And over 3,700 government schools will be modernized under the Palli Niraivu Tittam scheme in a bid to boost the EV charging infra in the state. The TVK government has now planned to set up at least 20,000 EV charging stations across the state, and other major announcements include the setting up of Tirupur Textile Centre, 5 new industrial training institutes, 10 Olympic centres of excellence, and a hike in the Hajj pilgrimage subsidy. The TVK has also delivered on its poll promise of 1 gram of gold ring for every newborn in a government hospital. In terms of budget allocations, over 44,000 crore rupees has been allocated to school education, while over 17,000 crore rupees has been set aside for special project implementation. An estimated 15,000 crore rupees has been allocated to agriculture, 10,000 crore rupees for social welfare, and around 16,000 crore rupees to the energy sector. The DMK chief M.K. Stalin has hit out at Chief Minister Vijay, calling the budget to be nothing more than a remake version of the Dravidian model government's existing schemes. Now, Stalin took a dig at TVK, saying that the much-hyped budget had turned out to be nothing more than just complete dull and a lackluster budget. The leader of the opposition, Udayanithi Stalin, has accused the TVK of copying DMK's schemes. Udayanithi spoke about his detention and reiterated his charge that the TVK government had used his arrest to divert attention from the ongoing Kaveri dispute. The AIADMK chief, Edapadi K. Palnisamy, hit out at the TVK and accused it of renaming the existing schemes. Palnisamy questioned why the TVK government had not fulfilled the promises that it had made in the run-up to the assembly elections. Interestingly, the budget makes no mention of some of TVK's key poll promises, including 2,500 rupee assistance to women, 4,000 rupees per month for the unemployed youth, and 6 LPG cylinders per year. And this has put the spotlight on the state's finances. During his budget speech, the State Finance Minister Wilson said that Tamil Nadu's debt had doubled in the last 5 years. Now, the state's precarious financial situation has reignited the freebies versus welfare debate, and over the years, successive governments have doled out freebies in the name of welfare schemes, thereby shifting the financial burden of such doles to future governments. Although Vijay has defined his politics as a departure from the Dravidian model, his pre-poll promises and even so the schemes announced today mirror the freebies packaged as welfare model of previous governments. But Tamil Nadu's finances could soon reach a breaking point. And earlier this year, Vijay's government had tabled a white paper on the state's finances under the previous DMK government. The paper showed that Tamil Nadu's debt burden had doubled between the years 2020 and 2025, touching a whopping 10 lakh crore rupees. In fact, no state in India has more annual interest payments than Tamil Nadu. Now, the rising debt burden has coincided with the shrinking revenues. The state's own tax revenue, a share of the state's GDP, has declined over the last 5 years. It also has the country's second highest revenue deficit, leaving very little room for capital expenditure and new schemes. Going forward, managing the state's finances while delivering on his campaign promises could turn out to be the actor-turned-politician's biggest challenge. And WION's principal correspondent Siddharth MP has sent us this report. Listen in.
Tamil Nadu's opposition parties DMK and AIADMK have severely lashed out at Chief Minister Vijay's TVK government for their first budget presentation. The major allegation that the opposition parties are making against Chief Minister Vijay's government is that the budget offers nothing new. There are no new schemes. there are no new announcements, and none of their major poll promises have been fulfilled in this budget. So the opposition parties allege that the TVK party, before coming to power, had made a lot of big bang announcements as part of their manifesto, but none of them has been fulfilled. They say that people's expectations have not been fulfilled. They also go on to say that many of the schemes that were announced as part of the budget were not new or innovative ones, but were merely renamed versions of already pre-existing schemes that were there during the earlier tenures as well. In fact, one of the harshest criticisms against this government has been that for the last 3 months, this government allegedly only indulged in delivering cinema dialogues and making reels on social media, but they've not delivered on governance and the development front. On its part, the TVK government is defending itself by saying that Tamil Nadu has a state debt of 10 lakh crore rupees, and the state will need some time, and the government will need some time to revive itself from the debt situation, and it will need time to deliver on its promises. From Chennai, Siddharth MP, WION World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.